Hi, my name is Justin, aka Ghost Reader, and today I am going to be doing my July TBR. And this is going to be kind of a special TBR because I am a judge for the BookTube Prize. And basically, I've been part of this competition since about April. And basically, this awards basically show is kind of what there are two groups. There's fiction and nonfiction group, and I am part of the nonfiction group. Basically, all of the judges are given 6 books. These books have been written in 2019, so we're deciding where the best reads from 2019 are in fiction and nonfiction. And each round you're given 6 books, and then you tell the main organizer which ones you thought were best. And so I have 6 books. This round actually started last month in June, and so I have June and July to read these books. I didn't read any of them in June. With everything going on, and I needed a break from the last round, so I am going to be reading them this month. Now, 2 of them I've already have read, and I will keep my opinions about those quiet until the end of the round. But I have 4 books from the BookTube Prize that I'm going to be reading this month. So those are Catch and Kill, Lies, Spies, and a Conspiracy to Protect Predators by Ronan Farrow. And this book is basically about Ronan Farrow's dive and trying to find out about finding out about the accusations and allegations against Harvey Weinstein and his investigation into them, and try to see if they were true or not. And that basically covers that whole investigation and how he basically came to find the truth. The next one is Sea People, The Puzzle of Polynesia by Christina Thompson. And this book looks at who the Polynesians were. And what I mean by that is who were that first group of people who left the mainland and then moved into all these islands in the Pacific, Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, and all those, Indonesia, and all these other islands that are out there. And she looks at those people, the groups, and the groups they eventually became. So I think this would be a very interesting one, especially from a history perspective. And then I have Solitary, Unbroken by 4 Decades in Solitary Confinement, My Story of Transformation to Hope by Albert Woodfox. And this is about a man who was arrested when he was younger. I think he was in his 20s, and for a crime he did not commit. The evidence against him was very bad. He was sent to prison for a crime he didn't commit, and spent 40 years of those in solitary confinement, from what I can get from the synopsis of the book. But he was recently proven innocent of that and was let go, I think a couple years ago, I think 2016 if I'm not mistaken. So this is the story about his life, about what he was doing beforehand. Because he's ended up in prison before this main one, why he eventually ended up in prison, and then his of course his emotional journey through what he had to go through in prison, and after when he got out. So that should be an interesting book, probably a hard read, because he's been put in jail for a crime he didn't commit. So that'd be a very interesting book to read. And then the last book from the BookTube Prize is Underland, A Deep Time Journey by Robert McFarlane. And this one, I'm still kind of trying to figure out what exactly it is, but which is good. And so the last book for the BookTube Prize I'm going to read is Underland by Robert McFarlane, A Deep Time Journey. And this one is, from what I can tell, this guy is a nature writer. He's basically has went to different places around the world and has looked at artifacts and natural phenomena that are left in the world, and kind of looks at our history here on this planet from before we were here to when we were here back in the past, now, and then to looking forward to what the world will look like after we're gone. So I think that would be a very interesting one from a science perspective and a history perspective as well. So those are the 4 books that I'm reading for the BookTube Prize, and those I actually have to read. So those are the ones that I'm on the hook for, that I need to read by July 30th. Now, the other books I'm going to be reading for fun, and I will be doing a review for one of them, and that is Titandeath, The God Machine Cometh by Guy Haley. This is actually book 53 of the Horus Heresy, and if you have watched some of my videos, like my June TBR, you know that I am currently on book 7, or actually by the time I put this video up, I just have finished book 7 of the series. So I've now jumped from book 7 all the way to book 53. To my surprise, Game Workshop, who was the company that runs the 40k Warhammer universe and merchandising, all that, actually puts their books on NetGalley. Who knew? And so I have this arc. I already know where it's going to end. Everyone in the Warhammer 40k universe knows where the Horus Heresy ends. So for me to get to this story, I hope it doesn't spoil too much for me, but I kind of know all the big events at this point. So basically, I think maybe some character arcs may be spoiled, but I'm not a big guy stickler for spoilers. If it gets spoiled, I get spoiled. But I think I'll enjoy this one. I don't really know the full details about this one. I do know it has something to do with Titans, which are these huge machines of war that are ridiculously huge and powerful in the Warhammer 40k universe. So this one should be pretty cool. And then also I'm going to be reading book 8 of the Horus Heresy series, and that is Battle for the Abyss by Ben Counter. And basically this one is about the Horus Heresy is just breaking out. The Ultramarines, which is one of the legions, has heard that one of the traitor legions is sending troops to destroy their homeworld, or at least to attack their homeworld. So the Ultramarines are launching a desperate attempt to try to stop them, for what I understand. So that is, I'm looking forward to this one, because I think I heard it's kind of like a David versus Goliath story, where the odds are kind of stacked against the quote-unquote good guys in the situation. So I think it'd be pretty cool. And last but not least, I will be reading Dragon Republic, which is the sequel to the Poppy War. I really enjoyed the Poppy War, and I'll talk about that, my thoughts on that, in my my June wrap up. But I enjoyed the Poppy War, so I thought I'd pick up on the Dragon Republic. Now, Dragon Republic picks up after the Poppy War. Basically, the main character is hell-bent on getting revenge against the Empress, who basically set her up in the first book. And it seems that in order to get revenge on the Empress, she may have to do some stuff that may not be good for people. And she's not really in a good place. Mentally speaking, she's probably addicted to drugs, if the ending of the book tells us anything, and she's kind of emotionally unbalanced. So this is going to be a very interesting book to see like what goes on, especially since there's a wild card, because there's another very powerful individual that's walking free in this universe too, that she's probably gonna have to fight at some point. So I wonder if she fights that person in this book or in book 3, but we'll see. So that is going to be, oh yeah, and I'm also doing, still reading Creations. It's a very short book of poems, Miscreations, by Grant Lovies, I believe, Grant Lovies. I'm taking my time with it because I'm trying to really understand the poems before I give my review on it. So once I get I think I'm good in my understanding of the poems, I will put up my review of this book as well. But that is it for what I'm going to be reading for the month of July. If you guys have your TBR set, tell me what's the book that you're most looking forward to in the month of July. Let me know down in the comment section below. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at GhostReads28, on Instagram at Justin. You can follow me on Twitter at GhostReads28, on Instagram at Justin the Ghost Reader, and also on Goodreads. The link to that is down in the description box below. So as always, keep reading, and Black Lives Matter.